So for this chapter, the important part is knowing the definition. Do you know what is a source of light? It is an object that gives out light in a source. Light is called a source of light. You know luminous and non-luminous. Luminous means object that do not no non-luminous do not emit light, and luminous emit their own light. Transparent is material that allow light to pass. Translucent is material that allow some light to pass, and opaque material is material do not allow any light to pass. Okay, what is the property of light that goes in straight line? The property of light by which it travels in straight line is called rectilinear propagation of light. What is rectilinear propagation of light? Property that light travels in a straight line. What is a shadow? It is a dark space or shade formed behind an opaque object. What is shadow? Dark space behind an opaque object. What does it do? It blocks light. It blocks light. Shadow characteristics of shadow. The formation of shadow, there must be three things. What are the three things? Light, source of light, opaque object, and opaque screen. Pichone ekta ki thakte hobe? Screen. Right? Can you see the shadow of my hand anywhere?
Yes.
Here. But if it is not here, then you couldn't see. You need a screen. So this is a screen. Okay. These are the characteristics of shadow. Please read them. It is always dark. It shows dark outline. Opposite of light. Size will vary. That means different size. Size will also vary due to position. There are four things. What are things? Four things. Length and direction of the shadow changes according to the position of the sun. So pinhole camera is nothing but a dark box. Inside it is very dark, and there is a screen, and there is a small tiny hole like a pinhole. Okay. Before, cameras used to be big box like this, and this is how pictures used to be captured. What are some properties of pinhole camera? That the image formed will be opposite. Pinhole camera can be used to see some distant object like tree or building. It is also used to see vehicles and people moving on a road on bright sunlight. It has to be very bright. It can also be used to see solar eclipse. What are the two uses? Distant bright object and solar eclipse. You can also find the effect of pinhole camera in nature. Do this question answers by yourself. Mirrors. What is mirrors? We use mirrors at home. We look at mirror to see our image. This is due to the reflection of light. Why do we see ourselves in the mirror? Due to the reflection of light. Sometimes we see reflection of lights, buildings and other objects in the water of pond or lake. You can also see in lake and water, right? Reflection. Yes. Any shiny polished object you can see. This is the definition. An image, say by a plane mirror, is formed when light from object reaches our eyes after reflection from the plane mirror. Since light from the object actually falls on our eyes, we can see details of the object in its image. So why we can see image? Because the light falls on the object, and from the object it falls into our eyes. So this way we can see the object because the light bounces and comes in our eyes. Alright, these are the properties, differences between image and shadow. What is image? What is shadow? Image is the same color, shadow is unless dark. Image gives details, shadow has no details. Image has lateral inversion, shadow has no lateral inversion. Lateral inversion meaning what? If you see something, it will look opposite, right? In the mirror, F will look opposite of F. Have you seen? If you try to see F in the mirror or G in the mirror, it will be always opposite. Yes or no? Try to put this book in a mirror. Try, okay? And it will become opposite. But shadow, it is always the same. Image is formed how? When light from the object reaches our eyes. How is it formed? Light from our object. Light from the object reaches our eyes. Shadow is formed when the path is blocked by an opaque object. Size of the image is always the same. Size of the image is? And size of the shadow depends. What does it depend on? The source of the light and the distance. Right? It's source of light and the distance. These are the two differences, as you can see. Shadow. How shadow is formed? Light is blocked. How image is formed? We can see the light bouncing of the object. And that is the end of the chapter. This is all the important questions. Did your teacher give this important question?